Some discoveries shake astronomy. Some discoveries confuse scientists. And then there are discoveries that challenge the very foundations of physics itself. Discoveries that make even the most confident cosmologists pause, fold their hands, and stare into silence. Discoveries that force the rules of the universe to be questioned, rewritten, reimagined. The James Webb Space Telescope has just delivered one of those discoveries. Not just an observation, but a revelation that upends expectations. Webb looked deeper than any human-built instrument ever has. It pierced the cosmic darkness, beyond the era often called the cosmic dark ages, into a time when the universe was young, delicate, barely glowing. What astronomers expected to see were faint, primitive galaxies slowly coalescing from clouds of hydrogen. A universe taking its first tentative steps. But that's not what Webb found. Instead, Webb revealed enormous, fully formed galaxies, giants, luminous and structured, compact yet massive, shining with a maturity that seemed impossible for such an early epoch. These were not infant galaxies, barely assembling themselves. They were already organized, evolved, and vibrant, existing just a few 100 million years after the universe began. The first alarm came from a small, bright object hidden in Webb's deep field. Initially dismissed as ordinary, its brightness was too extreme. Spectroscopy confirmed the truth. It was incredibly distant, real, ancient, and far too advanced for its age. And then the floodgates opened. Webb's deep fields were filled with similar objects. Galaxies too bright, too massive, too mature to fit any existing models of cosmic evolution. Dozens, then dozens more, each defying the rules of formation. Even the basic physics of star formation seemed violated. In our universe today, only a fraction of a galaxy's gas turns into stars. But these early objects had converted nearly all of their gas into stars. Every atom, every molecule, transformed in record time. There was no explanation in standard astrophysics. Some researchers now suggest these may not even be traditional galaxies. They could represent a completely unknown class of cosmic structures, a form of matter and energy organizing itself in ways we have never seen. And then came the expansion paradox. Relativity predicts that some distant objects should be moving away from us faster than light, beyond our observable horizon. Their light should never reach us. Yet Webb sees them, forcing a confrontation with the deepest assumptions of spacetime and cosmology. If these observations are correct, the implications are staggering. The early universe was not a slow, chaotic bloom. It was already structured, massive, and energetic. It is possible that the Big Bang was not the beginning itself, but a transition, a transformation in a universe that may have existed before time as we know it. These discoveries demand a complete rethinking of cosmology. Formation rules, timelines, expansion models, everything must be reconsidered. The universe revealed by Webb is stranger, older, and far more complex than previously imagined. Webb's golden mirrors have not merely captured the faint glow of ancient stars. They have pulled back the veil on a universe far stranger than we ever imagined. Each photon reaching its instruments is a message from a time before our understanding of physics was fully formed, from an era when the cosmos itself seemed to defy expectation. These are not faint, formless clouds slowly coalescing into galaxies. These are vast, majestic structures, already organized, already mature, existing at a time when the universe should have been a fragile, chaotic sea of hydrogen. As Webb peers deeper, we begin to see that the timeline we have trusted for over a century may not tell the whole story. Galaxies appear where none should exist, heavy, luminous, and structured in ways that challenge the most fundamental assumptions of cosmology. It is as though the universe leapt forward in its own narrative, skipping chapters that physics insists should exist. For decades, we imagined the early universe as a nursery, a slow progression from simple atoms to complex structures. But Webb tells a different story, a story of acceleration, of organization, of astonishing precocity. The implications are staggering. If galaxies could form so quickly, what does that say about the very nature of matter and energy? About the forces that govern star formation, the behavior of dark matter, the flow of cosmic time itself? Every discovery Webb makes forces us to question not just when things happened, but how they could happen at all. The universe is teaching us humility. It is reminding us that our models are merely approximations of a reality far richer, far more intricate, and far more subtle than we ever allowed ourselves to imagine. And yet, it is not merely a story of defiance. It is a story of wonder. Webb's vision allows us to witness the universe in all its complexity, the swirling patterns of stars, the elegant arcs of spiral arms, the faint glimmer of elements forged in the hearts of stars long dead. We see that creation is not a slow, cautious process. It is bold. It is audacious. It is deliberate. It is as if the universe, from the very beginning, was determined to create beauty, structure, and life, even before life existed to observe it. As we stand on the edge of this revelation, we are forced to confront profound questions. Was the Big Bang truly the beginning, or merely a transition in a cosmos that already existed, already teeming with potential and structure? Was the universe born in an instant, or did it awaken, already conscious of the patterns it would eventually create? Could time itself have flowed differently, moving in rhythms we cannot yet comprehend, looping, stretching, bending to allow structure to emerge faster than physics predicts? Humanity, for the first time, finds itself not merely observing the cosmos, but participating in its unfolding. Every new image, every spectral reading, every subtle measurement of distant light is a dialogue between our curiosity and the universe's ancient memory. We are no longer passive recipients of cosmic history. We are witnesses, interpreters, and perhaps even collaborators in the story of creation. Webb has not just revealed the universe. It has shown us a mirror, reflecting our own desire to understand, our hunger for knowledge, and our capacity to imagine what lies beyond the boundaries of what we know. In this moment, standing before Webb's revelations, we realize that the universe is not a static, predictable place. It is dynamic, alive with possibilities, and far more profound than the equations we have long trusted. The cosmos stretches beyond the limits of the Big Bang, older than the models allow, richer than we can calculate, and stranger than we can describe. It whispers that our understanding is still in its infancy, and yet, within that vast mystery, there is hope. Hope that our curiosity, our ingenuity, and our desire to look deeper can continue to illuminate the shadows of time and space. Webb has opened a door, and through that door lies a universe that is eternal, or at least, it seems to be. A universe where the story of creation is far more complex, far more beautiful, and far more mysterious than humanity ever dared to dream. And as we peer through that doorway, we cannot help but feel both humbled and exhilarated. For in the end, the universe is not merely something we study, it is something we experience, something that speaks to us, something that reminds us of the boundless depth of existence itself. Webb's mirrors do more than observe. They connect us to time itself, to the very heartbeat of the cosmos. They remind us that every galaxy, every star, every particle of light has a story to tell. A story that we are only beginning to read. And as we read it, as we witness it, we are reminded of a simple, eternal truth. The universe is alive with possibility, and we are a part of its magnificent, unfolding tale.